In this video, we're going to graph the line y equals 6. Now, if you look on the right-hand side of your screen in blue, you can see the slope-intercept form for the equation of a line, y equals mx plus b. The only problem with using this particular form of the equation of a line to graph something like y equals 6 is you notice we don't have the mx part. So we don't have a slope and we don't have an x value even in this. We don't have an x variable. And so y equals 6 is definitely going to be a different kind of line, but it doesn't mean we have to completely abandon everything about what we see written in blue. What we could do is we could rewrite this problem, and instead of y equals 6, we could write it as y is equal to 0 times x plus 6. Because, of course, 0 times x, if x is going to be any real number, 0 times x is just going to be 0, leaving us with y equals 6. So we really didn't do anything to change this equation. It's still true. But if you look at it in this form, and then you pick out what your slope is, in this case it would be 0, and you pick out what your y-intercept is, in this case it would be 6, our first step is always to put a point on the y-axis at, in this case, 6, whatever your y-intercept is. And if you think about the slope being 0, what that means is it's just going to be a flat line or a horizontal line. So that means no matter what, we're always going to have a y-coordinate of 6, no matter what the x is. So another way of looking at this is whatever you plug into the place of x, if you plug 100 in there, if you plug -4 in there, 0 times whatever that is always going to be 0, plus 6 is always going to give you a y value of 6. So that's another way of interpreting this. But either way, probably the best thing to do is just remember, if you ever have y is equal to just a number, just a constant, and you don't have an x involved at all, it's always just going to be a horizontal line that crosses the y-axis at whatever that value is that y is equal to. In this case, 6.